a huge trade made earlier in the day. The Houston Rockets, they acquire Kevin Durant, 15-time All-Star, and they get him for Jalen Green, they get him for Dillon Brooks, and the number 10 pick in Wednesday's draft. We're going to talk to Paul Biancardi, by the way, from ESPN on Wednesday morning. Paul's been doing nothing but breaking huge news and handicapping the draft everywhere else but the Pete Souza show over the past 2 weeks. So we're getting his ass back on here, and he'll get us ready for the draft. We'll hopefully talk to King McClure, too, after it. And he joins Fred VanVleet, Amen Thompson. And here's the thing. A couple people have mentioned this, and if you look at the numbers, it's true. Well, Kevin Durant will be 37 in September. Like, he's older. But at the same time, he averaged 26 points a game last year. This is not like Jets getting Aaron Rodgers, right? Or the Steelers getting Aaron Rodgers. You're sort of hoping on a miracle. Like, can we reach back into this guy's prolific past and get a couple more years or one more year out of this superstar type guy who's got this amazing history and legacy? With Kevin Durant, like, you're not really looking to reach back. Like, the guy still got it. I mean, he shot like 50% off the dribble last year, jump shots. Like, he brings, and this is a team, Houston was at the bottom of the league, shooting jump shots, shooting field goals. Like, it's the perfect fit. So I don't freak out when I say, like, oh my gosh, like, the Rockets traded Jalen Green. This is a future star or somebody who could be a piece or a cornerstone of a franchise. I know a lot of people were talking about, Halliburton traded from the Kings to the Pacers, right? As sort of like, okay, let's throw him in the deal. Or SGA, right? He was part of a huge deal that the Clippers made to get Paul George. Now, and so both these guys are superstars playing in Game 7s, and they were both like, they were big parts of those trades, right? They were pieces that the teams, especially the Clippers with SGA, you did not want to get rid of them. We talked last week about Sam Cassell being like to Doc Rivers, like, dude, we can't put that guy in the deal. And Doc was like, look, it's over my head. Lawrence Frank is making the call. This is when the Clippers unloaded SGA as part of that package to get Paul George. I don't think it's a similar situation. I think KD is going to be so effective for the Rockets that he'll make folks forget about that. One thing about the Rockets situation that I want to talk about before I get to a couple more things and we bring in Cam Stewart. I think a huge piece to the Rockets thing that has happened under the radar, because it's kind of like a weird, almost unspeakable topic that people don't want to get into, is the Ime Udoka. I think he is a huge part of this whole thing that's going on in Houston, and I think he is a huge asset for the Rockets. The fact that the Rockets, like any other team in the NBA, as we've seen recently, denied the opportunity for the Knicks to talk to Udoka. They lock him into a long-term deal over the weekend. Of course, he leaves the Celtics, right, under just like a dark cloud of controversy. Ugly stuff, transgressions as a man, but, nothing obviously he couldn't move forward from, and another organization couldn't get over. Because now I think the Rockets have their amazing coach, right? They were the second seed in the West last year, okay? They've got an amazing coach. They've got amazing young talent, and now they've got KD, the 15-time All-Star, who comes over to your team averaging 26 points a game. Throw out how old he is, especially now when these guys play so long and they play so well. At some point, Father Time catches up to you. But until it happens, like, if you're the Rockets, you don't really have to talk yourself into that move. Like, it's right there. The numbers say it for you. Kevin Durant is still a superstar in the NBA. Honestly, and don't send me a message and say I don't know shit about sports, because you can kick rocks with that. I know plenty about sports, but people love to do that in the comments, and someday we'll talk about that. Some of your Caitlin Clark comments and shots at the young woman we had on Friday, superstar Anna Camden, were like abhorrent. I'm surprised people out there. It's understandable why people get so upset with Caitlin Clark fans. I feel like there's a couple bad apples out there that just napalm certain message boards, but that's another story. I know overall Caitlin Clark's fans are great, but when you think about exactly what is going on right now, And Kevin Durant, I was surprised to find out that he averaged 26 points a game last year. I didn't think it was that much. Oh, you didn't know? How did you not know? Because I didn't know, dude. Did you know that Chris Paul played all 82 games last year? Yeah. See, there's something you didn't know.